welcome to Cartomancy Mesquite. I'm Angela, and that's Wonder Woman, Diana.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Rossi. Hi, Carl. It's good to see you.
Yes, definitely.
And since we're a captive audience here, you two get the questions.
Well, it's Labor Day, so there are probably some picnics. And then we're up against Psychathon. So what can you say?
Well, Teresa's here too.
Teresa, Hedarian, how are you? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. We can have this private conversation.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
And a nice cozy little room.
Right? The second day of September and the new moon, and the time is 3:35. Monday. Oh my gosh, here goes another week already.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? I mean, I am good at holding time, stretching time.
Mm-hmm.
And we all have that ability. And if you've ever noticed, when you're having a great time, it seems to go really fast. But if you get yourself into a practice of understanding that time is not linear, that also means you can make the moment last by stretching time.
Yeah,
and when you're not right, and doing the opposite when you are not liking where you're at.
Yeah,
for sure. Everything is possible. It's understanding how to pull the threads and weave.
Okay.
Your own dream weaver. Whether it's time, weather.
True.
In part, I mean, if you're by yourself, it's just easy because it's just you. When you're with others, you try to channel those around you that are having that same feeling, the same energy. So, and excuse my dirty fingernails, I've been popping dandelion heads and cutting up fruit for 2 days, and because our picnic was yesterday, so it wasn't even a picnic. We're too old for that. Or there aren't that many of us left. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Carl asks, did you get his email?
Yes, I did. And that means I didn't answer you. I did. I read it. And then I had to leave for my function yesterday. By the time I got home, I was dead tired. And so and all day I've been walk the dogs, mow the lawn. So I'm in my lawn clothes and dirty fingernails. But I will. I'll go back to it this evening when I stop for a minute.
Yep. Okay. Rossi, I got your question. And that's terrific. The Psychathon has collected almost $9,000.
Yes. I've picked up bits and pieces of it because I wasn't able to sit in on it yesterday and watch. But it's really good. And what they're going to do is that it's available to stream any part you want. And Deborah is advising all of the sitters or readers to go back and grab their section and post it on their videos so that you can go back and watch your favorite ones at your leisure rather than try to catch up on 24 hours. My understanding is last night was terrific, and I, of course, want to catch it all. So I've only seen a few of the shows because I needed to get that stuff done outside because we're supposed to start getting rain. We'll see.
Yeah, Teresa says she waited to donate to the Harris campaign until the event. Yeah, I just hadn't really found a good website that I felt like was safe to donate to. So I did give last night.
Awesome. Whose segment did you catch last night?
Nancy Jeans.
She's coming back. I think she and Terry are on their way back to be on now together.
Mhm.
So I had caught a bit of their show together on Nancy Jean or Terry's channel. I can't remember which one I was on. I was having trouble getting the link to work
Yeah,
because I wanted to
it
donate.
snapped to it for me.
Well, my phone upgraded, which means my
Oh no.
upgraded. So what it was is when I clicked on the link, I didn't notice that it was asking me a question.
Oh
Do you want
no.
us to show you and ask about all these three every time? You've been doing it for 30 years. What the hell? Or 15, however long I've been, using iPhones. So
Oh,
what are you
good
talking
girl.
about? Why are you asking me that question now? You should have asked me that 15 years ago. So anyway.
Yep. Okay. We've got two good questions, one from Rossi and one from Carl. The rest of you can put in a question because God knows we have time today.
Yes.
I'd rather enjoy a little intimate crowd.
Anything we want to read on, let's open it up that way, because
Yeah.
there's only a few of us here. Hooray. Yep. Carl was able to pay his rent.
Okay.
All right, good.
Okay, I'm going to pop Rossi's first question up there.
Sure.
The Trump 45.
Unalived a man whose people hit it. He unalived. He killed off a dude. Right? Well,
then called police
basically
about
doing that all the time.
Yeah. I spent the rest of the dream preventing from being caught by 45's henchmen. Huh.
Right. Yes, you were a spy, right? You were a spy for the other side.
I wonder if I am feeling someone in his inner circle that has info.
Oh, yes.
That could be, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. But this is I'm going to pull from Uncle Wigglies, and you're going to use the pendulum?
Yeah.
Oh, Uncle Wiggly says, yeah.
It's Rossi and part of it's Rossi catching on to one of Trump's henchmen. I'm getting a yes that you are catching up on somebody. You're catching their drift, so to speak. And I know me, I would just dive into that and find out everything I could get a hold of.
And what you just said, that I want to draw a couple more cards from the Everyday Witch. Yeah. I knew I brought this deck for a reason.
Good work, Rossi. He's remembering more of his dreams.
Oh. Rising energy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Right? So, refinement. That's what this is about. You are definitely getting all the bits and pieces, and you're privy to the information that he's not a double agent, or is he?
Could be.
Grab your pendulum. Is he a double agent? What is he, a double agent, or has he always been on the justice side?
Is he a double agent? Yes, double agent.
Okay. So it's refinement. It's refinement. He's not taking back information that Trump says, take this back to them. He is taking back the honest information that the government needs. Yep. And then what you had said, I had pulled this gratitude card, and I'm like, okay, she needs to be grateful that she's getting these insights. But you said it better.
Mhm.
I can't remember what you had said to her,
I have
But-
no idea either. That just came out on its own.
but Rossi will know, Rossi, you know what she said. So that is the gratitude. I mean, you need to be, I know you are. It's adding to your psychic ability. It's adding to
Yeah.
your confidence in yourself. So with that comes a lot of gratitude. Now, as far as that whole cluster, first of all, he has unalived people,
Yes.
and you're picking up on that energy. Well, there's 3 of them.
Mhm.
There is the Knight of Pentacles.
Ah, the one who brings the money.
right. Right. This is he's on both payrolls.
Mhm.
Then there is someone very close to him.
Yep.
This is person number 3. But the third person is the one who takes the information back
Mhm.
in order to keep it from either one of these 2 from being found out.
Yeah.
And this person comes and goes. So they're not suspicious of him
Yeah.
because, quite honestly, oh, and then at the bottom of the deck is the 3 of Swords, which confirms 3 people for me.
Mhm.
And what was I going to say? What was I going to say? Oh my gosh. Squirrel. Solar flare went off.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, another one. There was 3 on Saturday late in the afternoon,
Mhm.
and I was doing really fine, and all of a sudden all my energy was gone, and I had to come back in the house, and yep, we had another 5.1 M class, but it blasted out this way as well as hitting Venus and bouncing back. So
Yep. So it's gonna be 2 waves of it. Yeah, Rossi, one thing I would tell you that so far as remembering your dreams, the first thing you want to do when you're, even mildly awake is grab a pen and a pad of paper and write down just a couple of words even.
yeah.
And then you can fill it out later or as it comes to you.
Yeah, you could. Oh my gosh, Rossi, you're absolutely right. You felt that you were the person who comes and goes. This could be
Mhm.
you. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, not you. I'm sorry, the page, not the night.
Mhm.
What do I do with the page? There you are. This could definitely be because you're pretty grounded.
Yeah.
This isn't just a sign of money. This is being grounded.
Mhm.
And then this is the final outcome, right? We're gonna have that 5 of Pentacles. We already feel that for you know who.
Oh yeah.
You know who. I love that. I love this dream.
It's fun. And if you get a whole lot of detail, you can call Tommy Andrico at Capitol Police.
Yeah.
He's the one who runs the remote viewer division. He's got the remote viewers for the
Ah,
Capitol Police.
there you go.
Yep. So you know where to take it if you want to do something with it. Okay, now we got Carl. I was able to pay my rent using the client's money, but 4D tablet to be fixed so we can go back to work. Didn't tell my team as I was in deep shit while I get money this week to fix the problem. Will I get money to fix the problem? I would say yes right off the bat. That was my first inclination. I've got a cat here trying to dump my tea.
I thought so too when he was.
I'm going to first go here. Will he get money this week to fix his problem? My pendulum's saying definitely yes. Yeah, you aren't sneaky at all, mister. No, you aren't sneaky. Okay, now you got to show off for everybody. They'd rather see your pretty face instead of your butt. No, you can't lay on the garden. Come on. Come on, dude. Say, hello, everybody. This is Kitty Cat. That's his name.
Kitty, kitty, kitty cat.
My grandson named him.
Yes, that's a good. Well, I'm trying to roll the citrine, and it keeps rolling off the table. Let's try amethyst.
Okay.
Okay, root and security, and go for it. So I'm going to say yes.
Mhm.
That, keep your spirits high, and you're going to be able to do that. But don't forget, here it is. Sorry. You've got to keep yourself on restraint from this moment forward. Nothing extra till everything is taken care of. And then, yeah,
You're right.
and those little things coming in from the devil's voice that says, well, you need this for the kitty cats. They can fend for themselves for a while. Just stick to your guns and get all that special important stuff out of the way first, because then the rest of the stuff will flow. You don't want to put discourse in the flow of energy that you've got going now. We're on a new path. This is the new moon. You've got to follow this new path.
Another thing, Carl, just a word about manifesting. When you need money in a hurry, you ask your guides, number one. And number two, you expect it to come. The worrying, you have to put it out of your mind. Just forget it. No worrying allowed when you're manifesting.
Right? This or something better for the most benevolent outcome.
Absolutely. Go back, listen to those words later, write them down, and you say that every time.
Right. You don't want to get into a position with anybody, be it your team or clients, that consider you unable to manage things properly, accuse you of mismanagement. Exactly. So it's okay that you haven't told them.
Oh, Ross, you got a garden.
What's that?
I'm sorry. Startled me there for a minute.
I didn't hear you. Look at my test before you mentioned it out. Angela, he says manifest. Look at my test before you mentioned it. Which test, honey?
Oh, okay, I missed that. Manifested. Look at my test before you mentioned it, Angela. He had to look at something.
Well, the test must have something to do it. I feel a change, Diana. Yes, I can easily manifest now. Okay, good.
Good deal.
Good deal.
Okay, and I pulled my playing cards and asked if you were going to get the money you needed, and you got the 9 of hearts right off the bat. So there you go. You're getting what you're manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
But you also got the jealous card, so no being jealous of anybody else. If somebody gets $10 million and you get 10,000, there's no reason to be jealous. You've got what you needed and more.
Right?
Got it.
Everything's amiable, Amity.
Yep.
Getting along just fine.
Yep. Okay. I'm glad, Carl. He says agreed. Yep. Okay, let's see what we got next here. Next is Teresa. My friend Beth fell on an escalator, taken to the hospital, been in ICU for 5 days. Will she recover? May have been a stroke, but don't know. Ooh,
Oh,
that's
boy.
rough.
ICU for 5 days. Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
Is she gonna make it?
Is she conscious?
I got that she's gonna make it. That's the first thing I asked.
This is a stroke.
Hmm.
Yes, something happened internally for her.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure it's a stroke, but I just threw the pyrite and it landed solidly in earth. Something made her fall. Something internally made her fall, hit the ground.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find out, and there's more to be brought forward. That's what the chart says on that.
Yeah. Mm. I'm just gonna pull it or card.
Yeah, and I got requests, so put it out into the universe, dear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are hidden things. There's something hidden in what happened to her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I would say your guess is kind of pretty close.
Yeah.
That was the first card I pulled. Sometimes you only need one.
Yeah.
Yep. But you can work on manifesting that a good outcome for her. Okay, what else have we got here? Okay. Carl, I have. Let's see this one. I'm looking at the comments. I don't have the physical energy to do anything except lying down, listening to music and other things in YouTube. It's affecting my work. Yeah, that's going to affect your work.
Lisa, I'm getting something happened here in her head. Something happened here at the time. So whether that was a small aneurysm or that part, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But in this area of the brain, somewhere in here, whatever is there's a nerve in there, right? That can.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. I was being told to tell her that.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
absolutely.
sedated. Okay.
Yeah, a nurse friend told me that a fall is usually a medical event first, then a fall. Yeah. Yep. There you go. Okay, now I got Flower Beauty. When will I heal from depression? What steps should I take? I'm taking professional help. Well, you're doing the best thing to start with is professional help because that's a rough thing to go through.
It couldn't come at better time.
Mm-hmm.
That's regular time. That's not daylight savings time. I'm in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
It's really 4 o'clock, but my antique clocks I don't change.
Yeah.
They wouldn't understand.
Mm-hmm. No, they wouldn't.
No. So that's a sign to me that it's going to be 3 weeks, 3 months, but 3 weeks you're going to notice a change in 3 weeks. 3 months, you should be beyond it
Mm-hmm.
and feeling like yourself again. I'm assuming you're in the Northern Hemisphere and here in the States. Oh, no, you're not, are you? Ah, you're not. Is it Diwali? No. Diwali isn't that in October this year?
I'm not sure. Oh, she's in India.
She's in India. Yeah, I suddenly realized who we were talking to. Yeah, no, that's okay. Flower. Okay. In a 3. When is Diwali? Is it in 3 weeks?
In October.
In October. So, okay, so a month and a half, 3 and 3, 6 weeks away, maybe.
Yep. That could be it.
October 11th is usually around that time of the month.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I threw the stones and I got some pretty good ones for her. First, her grounding is in earth, and you couldn't ask for a better placement when you're going through that. It's more to be brought forward. You need to really stick to your grounding. Get in the water, put your feet on the ground, just do anything to ground yourself. Eating. When you're feeling a little jittery, get something to eat. That's going to help, and it'll help keep you grounded. And I've got your clarity is in earth and fire. It says, use ideas you carry from your past and past lives for a solution. You have many paths ahead of you. The correct one will appear in the future. That's probably part of your problem, is that you have too many directions you're looking at. You need to hone in a little bit and pick, a couple of paths as opposed to a dozen paths that you can go through.
Mm-hmm.
Then your mind, or orange calcite, is in fire and water. Do not become tied to false energy of the past and let go of limitations. So you're putting a lot of limitations on yourself. The paths in your head, the paths that you feel from, you'll feel them from different directions. I mean, even the wind can give you an idea of a path to follow. And you need to look for the omens around you, like butterflies, birds. They'll point you in different directions, and those will help you figure out where you're going to go. And it could be just a mental direction that they're giving you.
Yeah. The new path, that's the path you've been following, is not getting you anywhere.
Yeah. And your spirit is in fire. Thoughts from the past are clouding or enlightening your ideas. You need to figure out whether they're clouding or enlightening. If they're clouding your ideas, chuck them up to the side.
And what a perfect day, because today is the new moon.
Yeah.
So what you want to manifest going forward, and this is up for everybody, but Carl, take note. Today is the new moon. Carl, you want to manifest? You blow cinnamon into your door jamb. You step outside in the hall of your apartment, whatever it is, and blow it into your household. And that brings prosperity. Take some cash and wad it up. I use St. Joseph. You use whichever guide gives you the most support, that you feel the most connected to. You give them that $20 bill or whatever it is and say, hang on to this, let's multiply.
Yep.
And it helps. It really does. I've got an old milk can that I throw stuff into, and that's my St. Joseph bucket.
Yep.
Now, equilibrium is coming your way. And since you were in the loo, you may not have heard, but my clock struck the full hour at the time that Angela read this question of yours. So I don't put my antique clocks on daylight savings time because they don't know what that is. They wouldn't like it.
Mm-mm.
So it struck 3 times instead of 4 because I'm in the east. And that's why I was saying 3 weeks, 3 months. I don't see it going 3 years. I think that by the time 3 weeks are up, you're going to feel a lift. Now, to go along with the fact that today is a new moon, through these next 2 weeks, when we get to the full moon, we're going to have a lunar eclipse. And then the following new moon is going to be a solar eclipse. So we have 2 eclipses coming up after today, the next two major phases.
Mm-hmm.
An eclipse is a perfect time to
Yeah.
let go of what no longer serves your purpose. The past.
Okay. And I just wanted to give you the meaning on this last stone. It says, go for it and water. Like I recommended for grounding, put your feet in water. And that will help you ground. And as for your paths being spiritual or material, could be both. And usually is both. Yep. No, Diana doesn't bark, but her dogs do. At least I've never heard her bark.
Woof, woof, woof. I do a pretty good imitation of a dog. Sorry about that, folks. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Did you get through it?
Not quite.
Okay.
She says, what path, by you saying that I have too many paths.
Mhm.
You could have too many in front of you. You know, you could see 1,000 paths in front of you.
Right.
Only 1, 2, or 3 are going to be the clear and decent paths that you should follow.
Well, and sometimes 2 paths are too many, right?
Yes.
Which one should I take? Which one should I take? That means don't decide today.
Yep. Take a little bit of time before you decide which path to follow. But I think you're on the right road in that you're getting some professional help. That's good.
Come on. Jump.
Okay. Now, Carl has another question for us.
Well, I did throw some stones for her, but very quickly I'll do this. That's okay. Very quickly. Your mind is already up there. You already know what this is. You know where you're headed. That's your third eye. If your mind is already in your third eye, go back to that. Focus on that. Then you have both spirit and body in the throat. Don't be afraid to voice your opinion. Isn't it something to do with your family that is holding you back, that doesn't allow you the forward movement that you so desire, that as an adult you deserve? You should be able to be independent and not locked into parental holdings, right? I mean, it's one thing for them to guide you on your steps forward, but at a certain age, going to an ashram for a month, that will be helping, and that will help you tremendously. That's your citrine, your mind in the third eye. And then with both body and spirit in the throat, you're going to learn how to open up that chakra. I can feel your blockage in there. And then both sodalite, which is the clarity, and the grounding stone in pyrite in path forward. How perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
That is a chosen path.
Uh-huh.
And how long will you get to be there? Oh, for a month. I thought you said in a month. No, for a month. That's fabulous. That will help you um, disconnect. That's what needs to happen. Your parents need to disconnect too. Am I
Mhm.
right in thinking that
Yep.
yeah, that it will help you be able to have them understand that you deserve your freedom too.
Mhm. Yep. Okay, Carl says, may I have a message for this week from my guides or spirits that wants to come forward? Not the Three Stooges, please.
A message from your spirit guides.
Yep.
Very thankful for knowing Dwali Kul. Thank you, Dwal Kul and
Yep.
Kuan Yin. But how come they came to me without me knowing? Because, Carl, they've got protection to offer you. They have a gift that they want to share with you to help you understand where you make your mistakes. We all make mistakes, every single one of us. Even at 75 years old, trust me, we make
Yes.
mistakes. And if I did an Akashic read on this, which, yes, in a past life, you were a Buddhist monk. Yes, you have had a past connection with them. And even though your mom doesn't know that your dad or doesn't remember your dad ever having a connection to them, that doesn't mean he didn't. Because since he had a drinking problem,
Mhm.
he probably didn't share much of himself except his anger.
I'm going to look for you, JR. I don't think I know. No, I didn't catch yours. Hang on and I'll grab it.
Okay, not the Three Stooges. Because that's funny. All I could think of was Joe. After Shemp died, Joe was the third stooge, another one of their brothers. No, Joe was not the brother. Curly was the brother. There was Joe, and then there was Curly Joe.
Oh, there we go. I found you. Okay, I'll do that right after I finish this one. Okay, Carl, I did pull 3 oracle cards, and I got that you do that know the direction you're going in. You need to make sure you don't overindulge, but you've got the endurance and determination to get where you're wanting to go. You can do this, is what they're telling you. You can do this. JR, I did get your question. I found it down there. Okay. Go ahead, Diana. I don't know where you were.
That's okay. I wasn't. I was trying to see who wanted to come in.
Okay.
Well, again, the card gratitude. And again, I'm getting the female guide Kuan Yin.
Mm-hmm.
She is the female Buddha. We have your spirit in air, so remain hopeful. Keep things light. More is going to show up. Manifest skills. You have both pyrite and calcite, and go for it. So she is letting you know she is there to help you get your mind get your mind focused with your feet. You need to have inspiration, and it is there. But you also need to remain grounded in order to have this come to fruition. If you, like I was watching these guys, God love them, up on a water tower, which is, 130 feet at the top, in 90-degree weather, covered head to toe in all kinds of flannel and face mask, and they're up there painting. Now, granted, up there it might not have been as hot because they're up there,
Mm-hmm.
but they're a little bit closer to the sun besides. And to have all that on and be up there paint, you couldn't get me up there for $1 million. No, no, thank you. So that's what she's saying. You can't have your head in the clouds. You need to have enough connection between the two to help you stay steady on this path that you've just begun. Then you have sodalite, which is the clarity and restate. Just no negative talk. No negative talk. Don't allow it to come in, because that isn't really coming from your heart. That's that little devil talking to you. That's the unrequited love. That is the 4-year-old who wants the candy regardless, and mom said no 30 times, and now you're kicking on the no. Don't listen to that. Adulting is hard. And we have to be the guidance for our adulting.
Yep.
Then you have fusite in error in fire. So your fusite, right? That is the fusite, right?
Yeah, body.
Body. Yeah, sorry. For a minute there, I was having a squirrel moment. Well, it's the solar flare that just went off a little while ago. Okay, so your body's in fire, so you know what you've got to do. You know what the work entails. So you've got that focus going on for you and the passion for what you're doing. That's one thing for sure. You love doing what you're doing, and you're good at it. So what's the last one? That was it, because they're all together. So the clarity comes and no negative talk. And there you go.
Good deal. I just wanted to stop and say hello to J Cat Lady.
Hey, hey.
And Hypnicity's here.
Hey, Nalani.
Yep.
Later on today, I'll take a look at it for you. Promise.
Okay. Now we've got JR and Hypnicity. I didn't get your question for Nalani.
Mediumship reading on my JA. What's a JA? Oh, my friend JA. Oh, he lost. There you go. Where to go? There was just the jump.
Yeah, it jumps and then sometimes we lose things.
Yeah, this is all of it right here. May I get a mediumship reading from my friend JA? I'll write it here. It was a while ago. Thank you. 412 is where that one's at.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, gotcha.
I just need to know if J.A. is a man or a woman. Good, Carl. Is J.A. a man or a woman, hon? Man. Okay, that's why the loose t-shirt. Well, I'm seeing a rock band t-shirt, and he keeps saying Kurt Cobain. Oh, it's the Nirvana t-shirt, the one with the yellow eyes with the crisscross through them, the X through the eyes, or whatever that was. I can't. That's all he's showing is like.
Mhm.
Don't give up the song. Stick to the music. Don't give up the song. Stick to the music. Does that make any sense to you? Oh, that's your era, the 90s. Okay. Well, he knows where you are. He likes to hang out in this coffee house. Smoky. He's showing me Maynard G. Krebs. Yeah. If your era was the 90s, you might not know who Maynard G. Krebs was. He's on a show called Dobie Gillis. And then he went on to be Gilligan's Island. So, but his, oh God, now what? Bob Denver, his first gig was Maynard G. Krebs. He was a beatnik. He had that little goatee. He always walked around with a conga. He's saying he's my hero. So he's with him on the other side. And Kurt Cobain. They're all in this coffee house together. And there's music playing and live entertainment, acoustic guitar. Open mic night. I see you, buddy. Peace out. I don't know if that makes it all sense to you. I hope so. Gilligan Island, yes. He knew how important music is to you. Don't give up the song, man. Don't give up the music. That was his message. Don't give up the song.
And I only got one word, lyrics. I don't know why.
Because you write the lyrics? I hope he's having fun. He was the life of the party. He's having fun. He's having fun. He's with Maynard G. Krebs, man. even though, you know, you might call him Gilligan. To me, he's Maynard G. Krebs.
Yep.
Although I watched Gilligan too. I'm not that old. That was his next gig. Dobie Gillis was in the late 50s. mid to
Mhm.
late 50s. There's one episode that I'll never forget. This girl Zelda's always chasing Dobie Gillis around, and
Mhm.
of course he wants nothing to do with her. And she goes, "Ooh, Pookie." And one time he comes in and she's sitting at a table and she's got a great big bottle and she's faking it like she's drinking poison. And it was a big bottle of vanilla, which can really screw with your innards when you do that.
Yep. Give me a bad day.
Yeah, and that's what Dobie grabbed it and said no, and he drank it. It was like it was crazy. It was crazy. They were
Okay.
doing crazy things.
Yep. And we've got a question from Nalani.
You used to write. I haven't for a while. Maybe he's telling me. Yes, he is. He said, don't quit the music. Write more songs and play your instrument. Just because you're calling the 90s your era. There is no timeline.
Mhm.
Every day is yours. Every
Yep.
day is yours. I know songs from before I was born, and I
Mhm.
haven't stopped learning new songs either. So it's when you love music, babe, it never dies. Just keep it alive.
Yep.
Ask Hypnicity.
Mhm.
What was
Okay.
I trying to tell
My
you?
mom's picture has fallen from my altar to the floor twice in 2 weeks. What's she trying to say to me?
Okay. If you say so, I'll take that. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going to go here.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm going to just roll a couple of stones to go with these two cards.
Nalani, I got your mind and your clarity both in the heart chakra. She's definitely sending her love. The mind is being opened by the heart, and wisdom comes from clarity of emotions. She's peeking in on you and sending you her love. Then you've got your grounding stone. Pyrite is in restate and fire. Okay. Rethink so you are not blinded by the fool's gold. And clarification comes from dealing with your past. So deal with whatever is good from your past, claim it. What's not, kind of let it go. Let it drift to the side. And your spirit is in fire. Thoughts from the past are clouding or enlightening your ideas. You have to decide which or which. And then your body is in water and air. Ground your thoughts and help from grounding elements. She's sending her love and she's telling you to keep grounded. You need to pay attention to your grounding. I love that name. I can't see, every time I see that name or hear it, I think of Betty White.
And Barney's Betty on the Flintstones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
The Flintstones. Are you still reading, hon?
Yeah, I just pulled a couple of oracle cards. I've been doing shadow work lately. That makes sense. Gotcha. Here's success. You can't make that up. Success, eternal love. She's got eternal love for you. And I got the light bulb. The light's coming. So what the way I take it is that your light is coming, your third eye is opening and seeing that light, and you can see that love from her if you look for it. That's what I got.
Okay. So the first, I was shuffling, you saw me in a card. I didn't get very far. This card came out, argument. Argument. And then the next card to come out was obstruction. And then not only did she give you this card, but she started singing, love will build a bridge between your heart and mine. But then I rolled two stones, the amethyst and the citrine. Citrine is your mind, clarity stone. It will help you with the clarity in your mind. It landed solidly in future. And amethyst, the spirit stone, landed solidly in the crown chakra. You say you've been doing shadow work. My parents were Flo and Eddie. We got teased about the Flintstones, I bet, all the time. So quit arguing with yourself is what she's really trying to say. You do have talent. Trust your gut. Bridge your own intuition with your heart and get over it. Don't allow yourself this inner conflict. It's all about that. And that's why she's jumping off. Hey, I got something to say. Hey, I got something to say. So that's what Betty's got to tell you.
Been feeling that swirl of my third eye again. Yep.
Right. That's because this is going boomity, boomity, boom.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing shadow work, it's not only this. It's the whole chakra system. And we have more than just the 9 chakras that we talk about, It goes up to, if you've watched Miko, I can never think of his last name. He's the Asian scientist with the long white hair, and he's so handsome.
Oh, I can't think of his name either.
Oh my gosh, mathematician, physicist. Anyway, his book String Theory takes us up to that string, the 16th and beyond. And he talks about the harmonics that go along with it, which we know exist. And with the way you are with music, you are picking up these frequencies and messages that come flying in on the threads of the frequency, on the wave, which is a thread. It's who can explain it? It is like watching the ripples, where the peak is, but it keeps flowing. It ain't done yet. Even when two intersect, you get a node and it still keeps flowing.
Yeah.
Wow, 30,000 people did the 2024 Mackinac Bridge walk. They close it down to walk across.
That's amazing. Oh, there it is. Michio.
Thank you. Yes, Rossi. Thank you. Mikio Kaku. I got a crush on him. I won't deny. I could learn a thing or two from him. You'd probably tell me to go back to kindergarten. You're welcome, Hypnicity Winona. Exactly. Did she like her? Did she listen to her? or was she gone before they became stars? Well, if we don't have any more questions, it is 4:34.
Yep.
I can go finish the walking part of the lawn mowing.
There you
And I
go.
study for the show tonight with Val because it is the new moon. So everything
Yeah.
that you guys want to set an intention for, do it now.
Yep.
Today's a good day for that.
Wonderful. I started my healing string.
Did you? Well, now here's another thing. If you are fans of Tarot Stash, you'll remember how he did the Glimmer Globe at Christmas time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have an old witch manifestation is to tie charms onto a string.
Mm-hmm.
And there's many ways to do it. One a day till you get them on there, or all at once,
Mm-hmm.
or however you want to set your novena. And so we dear Angela has more to manifest, don't we all? So she's prepared and ready to start a new manifestation string.
Yep. I got one going.
I'm starting a 9 candles today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I started that too.
Yeah, I mean, these are all things. Of course, they always, for me, candles go with ceremony anyway. For me, candles go even when there isn't a ceremony, just because it brings in spirit. It brings in light. It is its own frequency. It is the solar plexus. It is your gut feeling. It is the combination of all that root and through. And so it's really good to start a 9 candle on a new moon or on a full moon. So actually Val's going to start one and do it with me. And
oh, nice.
Yeah. And since you have, that intention is going to be there as well, we're going to put that out. I will ask her if she wouldn't mind doing that. I'm sure she would say no problem.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll add that to ours as well.
Okay.
And then take a few days break, allow things to happen. Then when we go into the full moon, we're going to be at an eclipse. And now it is what needs to be released to make room for the next time we need to manifest. Because what we're working on now is what we let go of the last time. The last moon, which that last intense month.
I've got 2 I've got to retire. I got the one for the car because I got my car.
Oh, right.
Yes. And then I've got the one for my roof to retire. I got my roof. All this noise, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's hammering, banging, sawing, everything going on right outside this window.
Not at all. I can't hear it. So what do you do with yours when you retire them? Do you bury them? Do you put them in a box? What do you do?
I generally just put them in a box because there's going to come another manifestation. And I need to borrow a few trinkets from there.
Yeah. Trinkets is trinkets. Those parts is parts. If they work, use them.
Yep.
It isn't going to break the cycle for the one thing that already came true because it's already there.
Exactly.
Yes, Carl, we love you too. I love our community. Absolutely. We all do. You're welcome, Cat Lady. Thank you, Rossi. Thank you, Hypnicity.
Yes, thank you all for being here. We really enjoy this.
Yeah, definitely.
This is our favorite day. Monday, 2:30.
Yep.
We sit in our little group, do readings.
Well, it depends on what clock you're listening to at my house.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll say goodbye for now, guys. I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.